Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I want to start this video off this morning by saying a massive thank you to each and every one of you and a nice warm welcome to all the new subscribers. Last night about 11 PM we hit the 70,000 subscriber mark, and to say I'm overwhelmed by it is an absolute understatement. I can't believe how the channel has grown so quickly and the support that I get from each and every one of you subscribers. I really do appreciate it, and thank you all very much. Guys, I read through all your comments on the Land Rover series. It's going to be quite a long series, as we know. Me and Chris are doing a bit of a restoration on it. I've been reading through your comments, and quite a lot of you really do enjoy the panel work that we've been doing to it. Putting the wheel arch in, all the welding, all the cutting out, and all the panel making. But the comments that shine above the rest is quite a lot of you keep saying that, you know, it's really nice watching us do these panels and put them in, but there is quite a lot of time lapse, and you guys would really like to see Chris in action making this panel from scratch. So he is just setting up now. He's just chucking a bit more on the fire to keep us nice and warm today because it is cold. He's setting up all the tools on the bench. We've got a bit of sheet metal out. And today I am going to film it live. Chris cutting out, bending, joggling the edge and completely making this tool from this panel from start to finish and getting it. Sorry guys, that cut off there, and I've had to come back in and cut in. So yeah, Chris has got that now all clamped down and he's going to be doing that, and we are going to come back to that as soon as it is ready to go. Quite a lot of you in the comments also always mention, Rob, when is the next salvage car? Guys, it's not for not trying. I do bid on cars twice a week, and they just, at the moment, I've just not been getting any. I've won quite a few cars, but they just never seem to let me have them. I'm not sure what's going on there, because you used to at least get half of the ones that you won on approval. But I've just got this up on Chris's phone and thought I would show you. It's not brilliant, you're not going to be able to see it too great, but as you can see, I'm bidding on quite a few bits today down at Copart. I'm still winning a couple, like 3 cars there, but these are preliminary bids. I will go live later and I will up all the bids, but we've got a horse box in there today, a couple of motorbikes, Discovery free, because we'd love to do another engine on the channel. We're just trying to buy a few bits. But guys, yeah, there will be salvage rebuilds coming. I'm just literally not going to go on there and pay over the top for the cars. So enough waffling on. Let's get on with this video and try and knock out this whole corner today. Pretty much ready to go now, guys. This is the offcut off the Easy On panel that we used on the other side over there. And Chris said this is about 80 mil short of where it needs to be, these repair panels. They don't go all the way. So he's actually written it on here. He's used this as a guide, and he's going to extend it by 80 mil so that it does go all the way down, and it comes down in here and it can meet the new repair panel that we're going to be putting here. Just down here on the front of the battery tray, it is about 10 mil short. I know quite a lot of you really do want to see this done from start to finish. So Chris has added on the 80 mil this end, he's added on the 10 mil that end. He's got the cutter out. He's now going to cut that. I'm going to do it live on camera. I'm going to try and cover up the microphone though, guys, because it is quite loud. And then I'll just show that bit on camera. And then when we go over to cut the other side, I won't record that. But we will be going straight over to the next piece of equipment to work on this piece of metal. Ready when you are, mate. There you go, guys. Very good little cut of that, and makes a really nice, neat, tidy line. So I'm going to come back as soon as we're ready to start doing the bending procedure on this piece of metal. Guys, I had to laugh there. I just watched that back and and see Chris's gloves. We have just treated him to a nice new pair. We're over to the guillotine now, guys, with the piece of cut tin. And Chris is just getting ready to cut off the excess on the end of it. And now we'll be moving on to the bending machine. So we're over to the bending machine, guys. Stand back a little bit, Chris, so I can get a bit more in.
That's it, mate. Just line it up. Enough of that.
We are using this offcut as a guide, guys, for the angle. So there we go. Just going to give that a soft fit.
We've got to do the... my glasses on, really. It's got to go 90. There we are. That's
Right,
that.
nicely done, mate.
That should slip in there when we cut that out. So,
That's it.
we've got to joggle the edge.
Yeah, we've got to joggle the edge. We'll show you doing that, and then we'll move on to cutting out this section and getting it fitted in. Quite a lot of you asked what this tool was called, guys. It is a joggler or an edge setting tool. So Chris is now going to do that edge.
Just slot it on.
I'm going to move around this way, mate.
Just pinch it. Move along.
Fantastic little bit of kit, guys. Really is.
It also helps to stiffen the panel up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. This like prevents the. Well, it's joggling it,
so creates the overlap.
It creates the overlap so that this panel actually sits flush with the original panel, and this piece is going to be underneath. To save just sticking it over the top and then you've got one overlapping the other, it's just so much, makes so much nicer job. I won't show much more of that, guys, but you pretty much get the gist of that's what it's going to be doing all the way around the whole panel. He's now all done, guys. Obviously, we have got the swaging tool as well. And I did just say to Chris, would you mind doing a little bit of a demo? Because people see these tools in the background and they do always ask about them. So we don't mind taking a minute out of the day just to show what it is that it does. So there you go, guys. Absolutely brilliant, all these little tools, Chris.
Well, you can use that as similar to the joggler, but you can cut it deeper into the panel
and get more there to buy
overlap
to buy
if you
on,
need to. You adjust the stop back. It's got a lot larger throat than the hand tool.
Brilliant. Right, we're now going to get on, guys, get this all measured up, get it cut out and start lining up that new piece.
All right.
So this is one of the little cars that I planned on bidding on, guys.
New bidder.
It seemed quite reasonable. Little 2015 65 Suzuki
New
Swift.
bidder. This is a hot lot.
See, that's about where I wanted to go with it. £1,000 with all the fees on there, collection, etc. It is getting up there. This is a category C car and it's had a little smack in the front and the back, so it wants both bumpers, a headlight, rear light, and obviously a bit of panel work behind that as well. So as you can see, these, I mean, I'm not really sure what's going with all the auction prices in January, but they seem to be making quite, I mean, that's not far over what I wanted to bid, but we set our limits and as usual we stick to them. I'll come back shortly when the next car comes up. Just thought I'd cut in now with a bit of a progress update. I did pop out and get some supplies there and left it on time lapse and let Chris crack on, and obviously he cut it all out. So he has now got that fitted in there, just held in place with the screws, and he has actually cut out these little parts here that had a bit of rot in them and completely replaced that. And obviously he's done this side as well. He's now moving around, drilling out the footwell panel in here, and as you can see, he has cut all the way up there. He started cleaning up this rusty panel here because he's going to need to put a little piece in and replace it. So we really are moving on with it, and it looks like it is going to be another nail job today on getting this corner done with a bit of luck. I was just sitting there chatting to Chris on about the comments again. I do like to try and answer them on video, especially the ones that do get asked quite a lot. Now, the question that does keep coming up quite a lot on this car is, why don't you just be done with it and lift the cab off the chassis? And guys, the answer to that is, this front clip is actually one big section, and it is welded on as one big section. Now, for us to lift the cab off and do the welding would be a little bit round the wrong way, because it will flex around. Where it welds on at these joints, that's where quite a lot of it has rotted away and is showing signs of rust. So if we lifted that off, this would become distorted with welding panels, and when we go down to line it up, it could all be out. So we are still undecided on whether to take the cab off or not. And the reason for that is, you know, how deep do we go into this restoration? That's going to put the lift out of action the whole time we've got the cab off the chassis. And we do need that lift for other jobs. So that's pretty much the reason why we're not doing it. And also, it's just going to cost that much more money and eat into the, you know, the end value of the car. It's going to cost us more to do this restoration, and the sell price will have to be more. And we don't want to end up making this car worth less than what it's cost us to totally restore it. So I hope that does answer a few questions for you guys. Also, I've been putting little bits in with the Copart auction today, a couple of bids. I do hope you enjoy that part of me throwing that in there, and it does show that I am trying to buy a few salvage cars as well. So please let me know what you think of that in the comment section. We are going to get on with it, carry on nailing through this. I'm going to carry on bidding through the auction and coming backwards and forwards and giving you updates. I do hope you're enjoying it as usual. And like I said, please drop the comments in there. We do read every one of them, and we do listen and like to come back in and let you know what we think of them comments. So again, guys, we've got a little motorbike coming up. It's not ideally what we want to buy for the channel, but I actually got one of these for my little brother when he passed his CBT, and I think they're absolutely brilliant little bikes. And I thought, what a lovely little thing to have for the channel, just to you know, do a bit of work on and show how to get it all fixed up. And it will really pretty much appeal to anyone that's got a little motorbike or getting one.
Sold on approval.
Yeah, and we've won that on approval, and it's a 2011 CBF 125, and it was unrecorded, so it'd be quite nice if we get that. I know it's not a sports bike, it's not, I want to do a sports bike on the channel, but it is a little bike, and it can show an insight into what you can do to them and what needs doing to them. And I think that there's a profit in that little bike as well. I did just flick through eBay, and they are between £1,200 and £1,500, so what a lovely little thing to have. So guys, this was the final video of the day, and we was going to go to, again, around £1,000 on it, but it's just gone absolutely crazy. It started off at about 575 when I clicked in then, and it's gone straight up to, well, it's 1,400 at the moment, the bid. Let's stay online and see what the end bid is.
Sold on approval.
1,400 on approval, so not a dear car if you've got like an engine like we have, and we could, you know, build one out of the two, but that'll be the end of the auctioning today. We're going to get back to the car. So I've just had to whip out and leave Chris on his own. Obviously we're running short on metal now, we've needed so much of it. I've popped down to McNeely Brown's in Sittingbourne. I know the guy here, and I said to him, have you got a bit of metal in your scrap bin for me? And he said, Rob, I've got a sheet here for you, come down and grab it. So he's hooked me up with that, guys. Absolutely brilliant, saves us a load of money going and buying it, and it was just literally round the corner, so we can get the job finished now. Right guys, so that was another very good, successful day. That side is now pretty much ready to be welded up as well. I'm not going to show no welding in this video. It is the end of the day. We are done for the day now. But when we do move on to, I'll probably be doing a bit of videoing on that back corner. Not too much because you've seen it all before. But once that is done, that is all 4 corners. We have saved both of these and we're just going to weld it all together. We're just getting it all in position. And then in the next video that I do on this, I will show a bit of welding on it. Once again, massive shout out to McNeely Brown hooking us up with that bit of metal. We really did appreciate that, and it really did get us out of a sticky situation so late in the day. We did win the motorbike down at Copart. They have let us have it. They did come back and ask for £525 or something like that after they'd asked us for £675. I just stuck to the original bid like I always do, and we won it for £325. So that's going to be another little video in itself. That little bike, we get that back. I've done a bit of online checking already, and it has only done 1,600 and something miles, which is incredible for a 2011 little bike. But we're quite excited to get that and do a little video on it. So should be quite simple and should be interesting for a few people. So guys, enough waffling on. That is going to be the end of today's video. It is pitch black outside. We've worked till late again. It's nearly 6 o'clock. We're both knackered, so that's the end of it. For the little sneak peeks, I've put a couple out like I normally do throughout the day. Salvage rebuilds on Instagram. Check out the merchandise, guys. Link is in the description. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below. We'll see you in the next one.